Good morning. It is 6 a.m. in the morning. Got cardio this morning. I'm still keeping cardio in daily in the off season. Now, a couple reasons for that. First reason being is that I don't want to change too many variables when transitioning from prep to off season. So I'm trying to keep my output similar to what it was on prep, which was 40 minutes of hill walking, which is what I'm doing now. But I've reduced that to 30 minutes now. The other reason as well is because as body weight comes up, we want to keep our fitness so that we're not gassing out during hard working sets like squats, for example. You want the muscle to fail before you fail from a cardiovascular perspective. You know, you're just leaving gains on the tank if you can't finish the set because you're too gassed out, you know what I mean? Turn around here, go back the other way. So as you can see, going up these big hills, one thing I am trying to focus on is keeping my resting heart rate low. And I have noticed that as weight has been creeping up slowly already, I'm only a couple of weeks into the off season and cardio has been tapered back. I have noticed definitely a rise in my resting heart rate. Now what that probably tells me is I need to increase, not necessarily the duration of cardio, but I'm probably going to have to increase the intensity. So we'll probably look at bringing in some HIIT cardio, so high intensity interval training, just so that I don't have to spend as long doing it. But you know, we got to keep the ticker healthy. It's what keeps us alive after all. So if the ticker ain't working, then you ain't going to get fucking huge, which is the goal. All right, lads. So just finishing up a pretty hard day here at the office, doing some check-ins. Now we are meal prepping, so it's meal prep time. So just got work next week, so we're gonna focus on making sure we've got all the meal ready for next week. Got some shakes going down there. That's not mine, that's the missus. Oats. But yeah, prep is going down. Key to this off season is always being ready, never being caught without any food. Just to touch on that a little more, like it's really easy, like I know after a hard, long week at work, the last thing you want to do is do some more work on the weekend, but you got to remember why you're doing this, what your goals are, and just remember that when you wake up on Monday and there's nothing ready for the week and you've got to rush around in the morning trying to put some meals together so that you're not going catabolic at work, you'll be sorry. So on a Sunday night, just prep 5 meals ready for work. Prep your morning tea, your lunch, your arvos, smoko we call it here in Australia. Just you'll get 2 or 3 breaks at work, right? So use those opportunities to eat meals and get food in and grow in the off season. And it's the same when you're on prep. You know, utilize your breaks to your meals and get your meals in on a work day. On my lunch break at work, look what came in just in time for the off season, baby. A brand new leather belt. So the leather's white. The belt itself can be blue or white. My thought process was blue and white. Nice little combo, classic looking. But my last belt between this one and the original one that I had that broke, that I had for years, was stolen. Now, it's a very generic looking belt. This one, however, is not very generic looking. So if I see a motherfucker in the gym with this color combination, I know exactly whose belt that is, and it's mine. Now, what do you guys think? Orange, blue or white? White on white or blue on white? White on white or blue on white? Let me. Too much to share with you, really, but just middle of the workday here. Just trying to give you a taste of what. Let me just put the maps on here. Trying to give you a taste of what my day to day is like. So, you guys are currently sitting on a brand new mount that arrived today, which should make it easier to make things like this, and it should be pretty fucking good. It's so far so good. I don't know, fucking some YouTubers do this shit, man, like fucking vlogging and driving at the same time. It's like, you watching the road or you just fucking around? Anyway, I do have a few things to share with you. It's the next day after the belt arrived, so I had a few bits and bobs come in this week that I thought would be good to show you guys. So first off, I did mention in last episode that I was going to start tracking my body fat with calipers, so I've got some calipers there. Bought one of these bad boys. It's like a retractable measuring tape, so like you pop it in there, pop your arm in, and tightens up around your arm, which makes it really easy to measure yourself. If you've ever tried to measure yourself with a tape measure, you would know how hard it is to actually do that. Let me just open the windows here, Ted. It's a bit warm in here. And the other thing that arrived as well is my ring light. It's a bit too big to show you here. It's not really a ring light, it's like a panel light. It's one of these, and it's in the box right now, but it's like it's like a ring light, but it's a big square. And essentially what I bought it for is to standardize my progress pictures when it comes to tracking progress visually, because it's all well and good, you know, tracking body weight and things like that, but you got to know what that body weight looks like as it's coming on. You know, if you're packing on fat and your scale weight is going up, but you're in an off-season push, that's going to look really good in terms of the data you're collecting, like for your body weight. It's going to like, oh yeah, food's in the right place, we're going up and up and up. But if training intensity and things like that aren't in the right place, what you're going to find is that you're going to think you're gaining muscle, and then you're going to look back at a visual of yourself and think, yeah man, that was just mostly fat. But if you are seeing the scale weight going up and you're looking at the visuals, still see your ab lines, you've still got quad lines, you've got you know, detail on your back shots as well, then you're going to know that that is not body fat and that it's muscle tissue. And the reason that's important is because body weight going up could indicate that food is in the right place, but then if your training intensity isn't there, then you're probably not going to be gaining muscle. If your super subs aren't in the right place, then it's going to be really hard to just gain muscle and keep body fat to a minimum. So it's not just about tracking whether your body weight is going up. You got to give yourself many data points to track, you know. It could be a case of sleep is poor. If you're not tracking your sleep, you wouldn't know that your sleep is poor because you're not keeping track of it. But if you're only keeping track of scale weight, it's a very easy way to pack on unnecessary fat, because what we're looking for at the end of the day as bodybuilders is muscle gain, not body fat gain. So that's why I'm collecting all these different pieces to track the data with, not just the scale weight. I am at the shops now. I'm about to grab some food for my lunch, grab some rice bubbles, and yeah. It is just after work. I've just been changed, heading to the gym now. Today is a leg day. I'll film some clips for you guys, but I'm not gonna talk in the gym with the mic or anything like that. Jesus Christ, talk about cutting a fucking corner, man. Yeah, leg day, not necessarily one of my weaker body points. Obviously, my upper body has been my biggest weak point the entire time that I have been a bodybuilder. I've always been genetically gifted in the legs. So what we're doing this off season, obviously as I've discussed in previous videos, is targeting the upper body. So one thing I've always been good with is execution on leg lifts and things like that. My mind muscle connection with my legs is obviously tremendous. Whereas with the upper body, that's where things like training, execution, and exercise execution really need to be like narrowed down to ensure that I am, or not necessarily narrowed down, but perfected, so that I'm hitting the fibers I'm trying to target. You know, I'm not doing a lat pull down and it's all terries. It needs to be lat. Like I've got to hit those lower fibers to get that flare going on. So not necessarily too concerned with execution when it comes to leg training, although that's no excuse to get sloppy form, and you guys will see I've always got pretty clean form. Oh, I forgot to show you guys another thing as well that came in today. It's been like the day of presents today, but I got myself some fucking blue light blockers, boys. So safe to say, sleep quality is going through the roof. It's like I'm in Breaking Bad and I've got these on. It's like everything's orange, you know, like the Breaking Bad color correction or whatever you want to call it. Anyway, I don't really have much else to tell you guys apart from what I've already told you guys today and what's going down with legs. So I'm literally around the corner from the gym after knocking off from work. I've signed up to one of the local gyms near work. So yeah,
selling a ticket.
Morning, boys and girls, if there's any. Doing cardio with the little dog this morning. Come on. Come on. There she is. Come on, girl. So, if you don't like doing cardio, it's pretty early in the morning right now, but look at this. I mean, it's beautiful as far as I'm concerned, and makes doing cardio a whole lot easier when you're doing it in nice scenery. Now, time to climb the hills. I'll show you boys what it looks like in a second. So we are going straight up there. I'll see you on the other side. Alright, good morning. It is Saturday morning, and I'm about to do my self check-in. So I'm gonna take I'm on the Massey office, but I'm gonna take my blood pressure. I've got like a weekly tracker. I'll show you that, guys, now. There we go. Alright, so you guys check this out real quick. So you see, trying to load. So you can see there, it's my can't focus on that. But yeah, Luke weekly tracker 2025, 2026. So just going down the list there, you know, you got body weight, estimated body fat. I actually have calipers now, so I don't have to estimate. But this was 1 week post show, so these numbers are pretty like baseline, if you want to call them that. That was what my starting macros were like, and then I increased them, noticing that I wasn't going up in weight, I was still losing weight. Current cardio, 3 times fasted morning hill walks. I actually did 5 this week, so I'm going to pull back next week as well. And we got 15 to 20k daily step target, but I just operate on that based on my just my schedule, the way my life works, with my job and everything like that. So I'll get cracking, and you guys will be able to follow along with the process. About 3.5 mil on the abdominal skin fold there, and then on the quadricep here we've got about a 4mm skin fold, and ask ChatGPT here based on just the two. It's just a rough estimate. I'm not going to get an actual body fat percentage, but 3 abdominal. So 4mm on the thigh. With just 2 skin fold sites, abdominal 3.5mm and thigh 4mm, we can only get a rough estimate. Based on your numbers, I'd place you around 5% body fat, give or take 1%, which makes sense coming off the back end of stage. We'll just put 6% on the tracker just to put it on the higher end. Underestimate. I actually estimated myself at 8 to 10 last week, so 6%, pretty happy with. So something cool to note off the back end of those skin folds there is my weekly average weight was about 100.1 kg or 220 pounds for anyone that's using the Imperial system. My body fat was estimated at 6% based on just 2 skin fold sites, so it's not gospel. But that puts my total body fat in pounds at only 13 pounds of body fat, so not bad. Baby, can you come and help me for a second? Can you come help me for a second? Can you just make sure this stays high on my back while it tightens? I'm trying to measure my chest.
Yeah?
Yeah. Alright, 112 centimeters on the chest, which is 44 inches. Starting with the left arm. Oh shit. Oh, 44 centimeters, I think. 4 inches, 2 inches above the navel. Which, I don't know if I'm supposed to tense or what. But we will go with 2 inch. So 87.5 centimeters. 87.5. Getting in there. 32 or about 82 centimeters, so slightly smaller at the navel. 32. I think for next week I am going to up my macros a little bit more because I still find myself dropping weight and I'm still hungry and I find myself eating some extra food, which I'd rather than just, snacking out and eating random shit, I'd rather have that as planned increased food from carbohydrates and not leave it up to chance and be guessing and all the rest of it. So I think I'm going to increase my food once again and get rid of this hunger signaling that's too crazy for me right now. So that's all the measurements done in terms of tracking. So what I'm going to do now is take my visual shots and then I'll make some food adjustments after that. I don't actually know if I showed you boys this, but yeah, I have a little posing studio now. So How do I flip this thing around? So yeah, there's the jocks hanging off the posing light, and then over here we've got the actual posing backdrop if you want, and that's just me being able to standardize these things essentially, so it's all going to look the same every photo I take.